Honestly, fellas, I see why the women are picking the bear. And if we being honest, if they asked us, would we rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or a woman? I'd probably be stuck in the woods with a bear. Because I never seen a mama bear pick her kids up on Friday and drop them off at her grandma's house and don't pick them up until Sunday night. I ain't never seen a mama bear wake up one day and just decide that she's unhappy, so the whole house has to be unhappy, and she leaves her marriage and her kids. I never seen a mama bear put her babies in a microwave and turn it on for an excessive amount of time to ultimately kill her child because of postpartum. I never heard a mama bear saying that her youngest kid was getting bullied by her two older kids, so she killed her two older kids and kept them in the freezer for years while people were searching for her kids. I never once, had these type of things come from a mama bear, so I'm pretty much skeptical of dealing with a woman in the woods. I'm sorry. I'm just putting it out there.
I need all my men to come here for a second. Come here. How true is the statement that you guys know right away or instantly that the person you're dating or pursuing is like the one, quote unquote? Or do you guys know instantly what category you're going to put the girl in? This is my forever person. I don't see anything with her. Maybe category. Is that an instant thing that you guys know immediately? I always hear people say a guy knows immediately. If he's gonna make you the one, propose, whatever the case may be. So is that something you know immediately, or does it take, some time to fully know that person to make that sort of decision? Do you know instantly, or do you need some more time? I never experienced that kind of feeling, but I always hear people say that, specifically directed towards men. A man will know. I've never been with someone and I'm yes, this is my person. I see a future with them. They're my forever. It's never been an instant thing for me, but I always hear that men know instantly. So men, let me know in the comments. Is it an instant thing or does it take time?
Somebody in the comments said not instantly, but less than 3 months to know if she is worth our time. Less than a year to know if she's the one. Pretty much. Maybe not the one instantly on sight, but there are certain things that men can pick up on to see if you out here playing games or not.
I don't know if this makes me sound like a bad person or not, and I really don't care, but if I'm complaining about something or even talking about something and you bring up your man and the topic has absolutely nothing to do with your man, I'm hanging up or I'm walking away or I'm just ending the conversation right there. I do not care. And mind you, I don't want to sound like one of those bitter single people because I'm far from bitter. I'm just single. But I feel like people don't know how to separate their relationship. And my mom was oh, it's because they're just excited and all that stuff because it's new. Listen, I've been in new relationships and unless you ask me, I don't bring it up. I just don't. That's how I feel it should work. Unless, for example, right, I'm talking to one of my friends and I'm oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. I want to go get some wings, right? She gonna be oh my gosh, my boyfriend just bought me wings. What does that have to do with anything I just said? Anything. Bringing them up 24/7 just is such a turn off to me. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be the supportive friend. I know I probably sound like a hater when I say this, but y'all, every time, now, mind you, me knowing that he got you wings yesterday, what the heck is that doing for me? Because at the end of the day, I'm still hungry. And you feel me? What is that doing? I don't know. I've just always been the type of girl. If I tell my friend that I'm dating someone, if they don't ask me no questions, I don't bring it up. You know what I mean? It got to a point where my friends be are you still in that relationship? I'd be yeah, why? What happened? You know what I mean? I just don't find the need to bring things up all the time, especially about a man. You know what I mean? And I know I probably sound bitter, but it's just so annoying to hear. Oh, I want to go to the mall today. Oh, me and my boyfriend just went to the mall. Bro, I don't care. No shade. I'm so sorry. No shade. I just don't care. I just don't believe it needs to be brought up unless you're asking me or telling me about things that you need advice on and stuff like that. If you bring up your man in a conversation that has absolutely nothing to do with your man, I'm looking at you like you're one of those boy crazy people. I'm sorry, I don't care. Because those are the same type of people that still talk about men when they're not in a relationship, and I just don't like to be around boy crazy people. I was far from a boy crazy person. I'm so sorry. I do not need to be around someone who's boy crazy because if you're boy crazy 24/7, I'm sorry, your morals are out of whack in my opinion, and I don't need that in my life. No shade. I mean, all shade. I don't care. All shade. Let's just do better, sis. I'm sorry. I'm happy for you and all that stuff, but let's just do better, okay? If I say I want wings, ask to go with me. Do not tell me what your boyfriend got you last week. I don't care. Respectfully.
How come you just don't support the girlies? Just be a team player.
Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't just no ugly bitch, but my boyfriend just told me Lotto ain't got shit on me.
That's facts. Facts. You see her? Look at her fine ass. Move your hand. Move your hand so they can see
it's
that
not
sexy
like
ass.
what?
Yeah.
You should take the compliment. These modern women out here be saying that men don't ever do that.
The I can't pay the mortgage prank, this is for the 50-50 couple edition. I'm seeing women up here saying that they like contributing 50-50. They don't like staying home. They was miserable staying home and they like to go out and work. No, you don't. You don't like to work. Nobody likes to work. And the reason why you probably was miserable staying home is because your man wasn't making enough money for you to stay home and uphold the same lifestyle you have while you are working. You're not able to do regular things like get your nails done, go run Target runs. You are cutting back on your budget, and that's why you're miserable, because you're budgeting now and your man isn't making enough money for you to stay home and still be happy and take care of the kids. And these 50-50 men, y'all are so uncomfortable in your masculine energy. You do not want to be in your masculine energy. You're giving female energy. You don't want to be masculine. You don't want to live in your masculine energy. Being a man is living in your masculine energy and protecting and providing for your family, your wife, and your kids. Not feeling like your wife is a burden or your kids are a burden, or you're giving your wife is your mom. You're splitting bills with your mom. No, that is your wife to take care of. And for those of you men saying my wife makes more than me, go make more money. You're a man. Go hustle. Go make more money than her. That is your job. Get up, go hustle, and do what you need to do as a man. And y'all men are weird because y'all have children, y'all have daughters, and then y'all teaching y'all daughters it's okay to find a man that is not going to protect and provide for you. That's what you're teaching your daughter, because now you're making your wife get out there, go work, and give you 50-50 to go on mortgage. If you can't pay the whole mortgage, that's a problem. That is a problem.
Yeah, man, these modern women just be talking and they just be talking stupid. I don't like to work, but I don't like to be a financial prisoner. Somebody else said some people can't love what they do for work. My Lord, people, do what's best for your house and relationship. Why are random people on the internet letting people know how their finances are dealt? R.D. Krat said, what the F do y'all be talking about? Exactly. Shut up and leave these women alone.
It's kind of wild that so many common phrases used to shame women actually just indicate the failures of men. So if you think about it, daddy issues is made to feel like the girl can't even keep her father around, when really it's that he abandoned her or mistreated her. A single mom, a man left his partner and all of the responsibilities of their child, but she stuck around, handles it all by herself, and yet is shamed for it. A psycho ex, a woman reacting to being mistreated, is made out to be irrational. A trophy wife, somebody who is objectified and only valued by her looks, when really it says more about the guy who chose her because of that. Or bad taste in men. A woman is criticized for choosing partners that harm or fail her, when really the fault lies in the behavior of the person doing it.
So this is a bad take. Let's run it down. So you're talking about daddy issues. The dad gave up on the child, or maybe the mom isolated the father from his child. Talking about a single mother. Like, oh, she just has to do it by herself. Or maybe she left because she wanted to be quote unquote happy. Oh, well, she's not psycho. She just responded to being mistreated. No, she's just crazy and controlling and manipulative, like all of these modern women are. Trophy wife. Oh, you just got her because she looked good. Or get this, maybe she used her looks, knowing that she looked good, to get to where she wanted to. You remember Sprinkle Sprinkle? What are you talking about right now? She has bad taste in men. Oh, it's their fault because they keep on being bad. Get this, maybe accountability works both ways. Maybe they are trash men, but maybe also, just maybe, you should stop running these type of men. Adjust what you see and what you want, and maybe you can avoid them. How about that? Accountability.
Okay, so about a month ago, I was on a date, and this is the third date, and the guy asked me if I had ever been in love, and I said, no, I haven't ever been in love. He said, well, that's a red flag, to which I responded, oh, well, I can see how you might think that, since I am 32, and I haven't been in a serious enough relationship to say that I've been in love, but, like, have you ever been in love? He was like, oh, yeah, I've been in love. I'm like, okay, well, where is she? Because last I checked, we're both single, and we're on this date right now together. So how'd that work out for you? I'm the red flag, please.
These are the questions that modern women be asking men, so I don't know why it's a problem now. It's a bunch of loud talking and I'm not listening to you. Too many times these women get in these cars with these scrubs or whatever it is on, and they tell men what they're supposed to be doing. Get your stupid behind in the house, figure out what it is that you need to be doing, and shut up. Get off the internet. Just get off. Stop talking. well, they this and I said, yeah, motherly vibes and sensual. No, I don't want to hear none of it. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want no intimacy, no sensualness, no nothing. You keep talking like this, you think a man's gonna want that? Listen to what you think she want to give it to you. You think a man's gonna want this? No, stop. Leave him alone. Leave us alone. Leave all men alone with this foolishness. Get off the internet, please, right? It's a bunch of loud talking and I'm not listening to you. Too many times these women get in these cars with these scrubs or whatever it is on and they tell men what they're supposed to be doing. Get your stupid behind in the house. Figure out what it is that you need to be doing and shut up. Get off the internet. Just get off. Stop talking. Well, they this and I said, yeah, motherly vibes and sensual. No, I don't want to hear none of it. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want no intimacy, no sensualness, no nothing. You keep talking like this, you think a man's gonna want that? Listen to what you think she want to give it to you. You think a man's gonna want this? No, stop. Leave him alone. Leave us alone. Leave all men alone with this foolishness. Get off the internet, please, right?
Before I think of doing something crazy, my dad already know that I'm doing it. We just connecting like that. But this one time, he was down one. I was up for a whole 365. And today, I'm gonna let you know. So daddy, this for you, okay? Mr. Keith, let me tell you something. I had that high school sweetheart for 4 years, y'all. So of course, we wanted to do like grownness stuff that we kids got to get permission to do. But you know, they gonna say, our people gonna say no regardless. So, my dad has bowled every Friday for my entire life. He raw. He's like that. Try it. I'm not. But he also leaves at the same time and arrives back home at the same time. And then the next day goes to work at the same time. Every single thing. So, then Friday night football games used to, last a little long till like 9 p.m. My dad was already gone bowling because he left at 6, right? He's going to come home at 2 a.m. So it's either you're going to leave before then or before my daddy go to work at 7, we going to be quiet. From them 2 to 7, we going to be quiet if we want to try that sleepover shit. So, lo and behold, the first time we did it, it worked because my room was the only one upstairs. I would hear any creaking up them stairs. Like, I would hear it. It was cool. One day, I didn't hear it. And I got trouble laid next to me. And my door is getting knocked on. My daddy knocked on that door. I said, yes. He said, hey, I just want to see what's up with you. Being a dad. Shout out to you. And he peeked his head in the room and everything. By then, I had already put my life-size teddy bear on the man and made him lay like a pancake. Like, chill. So my dad closes the door and goes downstairs. I'm thinking, we cool. Like, that was crazy. Like, oh my gosh. We've been doing this for a year and ain't been caught. So I'm like, we good. 3 seconds later, my daddy hit me with the, Cameron, come here real quick. I'm like, all right, here I come. He gonna say, and tell your friend to come too. Huh? You seen that? No. We did get caught. We had a stern talking to, and he was on that. My daddy was on that. And like, it was very disrespectful for us to do that in that house. And lo and behold, but Dad, I did it for 365 days. I'm sorry. Like, that gray hair is there because of me. I am sorry. This is my confession. That teddy bear didn't do nothing. I know Henry didn't. Man, he ain't do nothing. But I love you, though.
At least she's showing some accountability and appreciation for her dad. That's more than we can say for a lot of these modern women out here today.
I'm not going to hold your hand when I say this because some of y'all need to use a little bit more soap than you already do. But that billionaire is not going to marry you. I don't know where everybody's getting these delusional dreams of, oh, if this doesn't work out, I'm just going to marry rich. Bitch, he wouldn't even look at you. You're dumb as you are dumb as you are. You're on the verge of failing your classes. You have nothing to offer. Like, I'm sorry. Please check the Forbes list and please check their partners. All of them are of high status. All of them are well educated and well read. What the He don't want your
So my birthday was coming up. It's literally, this situation happened about like a month and a half ago. So I was talking to this guy. I met him on Instagram or whatever. We went on a couple dates, and then like everything was cool. We was going on dates, vibing, everything's vibed out. Once I started bringing up my birthday, everything went I kid you not. So I'm not the type of girl that be like, okay, you got to trick on me. Like, I want a Birkin bag and a Chanel bag and this, that, and the third, yada, yada. I'm not saying that. But you got to fall in when it comes to my birthday. You got to help do something. I shouldn't book my hair appointment, my nail appointment, my toes appointment, my lash appointment, my this appointment. I should not be doing that by myself. Especially if you trying to do with me, I shouldn't be, no. Spend the pay. Anyway, so I was at the mall. I was doing a bit of Christmas shopping and birthday shopping. You already know, like, when you get in the mall, you're like, oh my God, I spent so much money. And what do? You want to call your man and be like, oh my God, I spent so much money. And in the fairy tale land, he gonna send you the bread that you just spent. In a fairy tale land. So I call him, I'm voicing how I feel. Man's not falling in. He's just like, dang, what else you gotta buy? That's crazy. Not falling in, not caring, not doing nothing. Meanwhile, I have already booked all my appointments for my birthday. He knew my birthday was coming up. I literally voiced that for him so many times. So I tried to give people the benefit of the doubt because it was very early. We had just started communicating or whatever, but I'm used to a certain type of treatment when it comes to certain things. So I voiced my opinion to him and he got immediately defensive. Like, I don't know who you think you is. I don't know nothing. That's how you know men be fanned out when they see all them Instagram followers or see them followers of the sort. Like, I never said that I was this top B word and I want a Chanel bag and a Birkin bag of the sort. No, like, fall in for my birthday. What is wrong with you? Like, you're not even why are you even by me if what you doing me all day long while I'm swiping my own card? Like, why are you by me? And I'm not saying money is the all-time biggest thing in the world or you got to be spending so much bread. But there's no way a man should be sitting next to me or be okay with his woman spending all her money and complaining about spending all her money and he's not initiating or helping do nothing. So we argue about that. We end up not talking for like a good 3 days. So I call him. I'm like, yeah, you still got that attitude, you know, trying to be a little toxic, whatever. Boom. I'm like, you still got that attitude? He like, no, I ain't got no attitude, water. And I'm like, okay, yeah, because you didn't have no reason to get no attitude again. So boom, we get into it again. But the conversation goes smoothly. He said, like, you know, you was right. I get what you're saying. But then he proceeds to say, yeah, I'm not going to attend anything that happens on your birthday because I want you to enjoy your birthday. What? How do you go from saying I was right and then say you're not going to attend anything for my birthday? Just say you don't want to feel obligated to have to spend no bread on the B-Day. Like, what in the absolute, like, what? So I get so thrown off. But he proceeds to say, like, yeah, but on Friday, like, I'm going to see you and take you out to get something to eat. Like, we can get something to eat. He's not saying it's for the birthday, for your birthday, get dressed up, get nice, nothing. He's not saying nothing. He just want to probably go down the street and get some chicken wings. What? So I'm just like, I'm confused at this point. So Friday come around and he's like, where do you want to go get some something to eat? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. You know, Fridays can be a little packed, so make sure you make a reservation. He instantly gets to saying like, oh, what, you don't want to be seen in public with me? What you mean it's going to be packed? I said, no, I don't want to be seen in public with you. But I was joking. Like, I was literally joking. But eventually, I bring up the fact, like, should no man who not coming to none of my birthday stuff should be saying anything about wanting to be seen in public? Because I have said that, I brought that up too. Like, and when you're not coming to my birthday stuff, what, you don't want to be seen with me in public or something? But I'm like literally joking. But he brought that up. So I'm just like, he like, I knew you was going to bring that up. I knew you was going to bring that up. And I'm just like, I mean, really clock the T. What we really talking about? So he brings that up, y'all. To speed it up, we going back and forth, bickering. I'm going in. He like, oh, you this, you weird, you this. I'm like, gee, now I'm cool. Like, I'm tired of giving people the benefit of the doubt because no reason that I should be giving no benefit of no doubt at all. I'm just trying to be a good, kind person. You know, everybody ain't got to be local scammer, big dog, woo woo woo. Like, I'm not, but you gonna do something. So we arguing, and it get hectic in the argument. Like, it gets so bad. I'm like, okay, little girl, like, you acting like a girl. I ain't got time for that. I sent another message, and the message didn't go through. This man done blocked me. He blocked me because he didn't want to spend no bread on my birthday. Then, so I used to send him like little TikToks on TikTok. So I go and I send my homegirl a TikTok. No, I go and I open the TikTok that she sent me on my app. And I see that it says like unknown user right underneath her name. I'm like, you went to the extent of blocking me via TikTok? You ever thought in your right medulla oblongata that I was going to ever reach out to somebody like you via TikTok? What?
Somebody in the comments said entitlement. 40 guys deep with no new car smell. God, talk. Somebody else said what she's saying sounds like what? We know. We know. Out there on the street.
How are you mad at me because I do hoes? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I will leave. I'll leave. But how are you mad at me because I do what I'm working the strip?
To the door.
How are you mad because I'm working the strip though?